Oh man. Hey, what's up? Can y'all hear me now? Let me know if y'all can hear me, man. Let me know if y'all can hear me. Dang. Okay. If y'all can hear me, just let me know in the chat. But I will get on to. I appreciate you guys coming through. Okay, okay. Appreciate that, man. Appreciate that. Yeah. So I was talking about. Dang, I was in about 5 minutes. It's all good though. I was talking about Sergey Kovalev versus Anthony Yarde. So it's a very intriguing fight, man. You know what I'm saying? Kind of a you know what I'm saying? Kind of, it can be like a passing of the torch, you know what I'm saying? We'll see. But Kovalev has a lot of strengths. He has less questions to answer than Anthony Yarde in this fight. We know that Kovalev has the experience. He's a true champion. You know what I'm saying? He'll go back and if he loses, he'll go back and try to get it back. Very technical. He's not the basic standard Eastern European fighter, in my opinion. He's been Americanized. He got a lot of feints and his the way he cut off the ring, and his distance is very good. It's very similar to a Americanized fighter. So he's not straight up. He does fade in fights, and basically all his fights he'll fade. But you know what I'm saying, Kovalev is a good fighter, man. And like I said before, man, he given all time greats trouble. You know what I'm saying? He had Andre Ward in trouble. You know what I'm saying? He was all boxing him for long stretches of that fight. Um, Bernard Hopkins, even though he was 49 years old, but nobody outboxed and beat up Bernard Hopkins like that. You know what I'm saying? Um, being before that, I know Joe Smith stopped him, knocked him off the ring, but this Kovalev just totally took him out of his game plan. He's a good boxer, man, and he keep you honest with his jab. He has a good jab. He has stunning power, but it's not like I don't think he got like the biggest puncher, but he got heavy hands, so he don't have to load up. He can hurt you with a straight jab. You know what I'm saying? So I think Kovalev has all the advantages. I think he got his confidence back against Alvarez. You know what I'm saying? He listened to the corner, listened to Buddy McGirt. He was able to put on a good game plan. It wasn't a perfect fight. He wasn't getting hit with right hands, but uh, more or less he dominated. You know what I'm saying? And he got his title back. Um, we're going to see. We're going to see if Yard is really real. I think Yard might make Kovalev look silly. I can see a KO by Yard. I think Yard is underappreciated. And yeah, I think he kind of underappreciated. He kind of underappreciated too. I'm with you on that one. The ones like watching him going back and watching his fights. He's good, man. He's good. His competition is kind of poor, you know what I'm saying, for this level. I like to see him fight a guy like Isaac Chalemba or Barrera or Phyllis Valero, something like that. Somebody like that fought at the top level, probably came up short, and can be somebody you can compare, you know what I'm saying, your performance to a top guy's performance against that guy. But like I was saying earlier, I ain't had no sound, but I think Yard, I think his best quality is how he explodes. You know what I'm saying? When he's countering, you know what I'm saying? He'll explode and he'll catch you off guard. He got power in both hands. You know what I'm saying? Very strong kid. He has decent defense. I don't like how when he do the shoulder roll, he'll keep his hands. He don't have his hands high enough for me. It seemed like it'd be like underneath his chin. He'll have it kind of almost like a cross guard, uh, like at his chest. You know what I'm saying? But he has a good jab. He's a good fighter. You know what I'm saying? He got fast hands. The question is going to be to me in this fight is can he handle the pace? Will he let Kovalev work in his pace? You know what I'm saying? Something that really struck me when Keith Thurman fought Pacquiao. One of the first things he said, damn, the fight went by so fast. You know what I'm saying? When you're in a world title fight, you got these nerves. You facing a borderline Hall of Famer. And you know what I'm saying? Sometimes you get caught up in the moment where the rounds go by so fast and Kovalev is dictating the pace. Would he let that slip? Then he start, Kovalev can win 6, 7 rounds in a row just off his distance and his jab alone. He don't have to go on the inside. We know Kovalev not a good inside fighter, but I think he can win some rounds. And then by when Yard looks up, it's like the 6th round, and he probably down 6-0. You know what I'm saying? That's how I see the fight going. I think Kovalev is going to be smart. I think he's just going to jab, throw the right hand, use his foot placement because he cuts off the ring pretty well. You know what I'm saying? He can just give the illusion that he's in attack mode, but just use his jab, throw the right hand when it's there. The right hand's going to be there all night because Yarde leave his left hand down in the shoulder roll defense. So we'll see, though. I mean, I would love to see Yarde get a knockout win and stop Kovalev, but you never know. I just gotta go off what I see on the tape. You know what I'm saying? Yarde can cause some problems mid rounds. You know what I'm saying? Because Kovalev will slow down, and you can catch Kovalev pulling out. You know what I'm saying? He'll pull. He don't always pull his jab hand back to his face. You know what I'm saying? Especially late in the fight. Finks Art, man, appreciate you guys, man. Finks Art of boxing, one of the ones. Appreciate you guys. He said yes. Hope it's not a cash off for Anthony Yarde. Kovalev had nice feints in the rematch with Alvarez. That right hand, yeah, could land. Yep, yes, sir. The eggshell, Philly eggshell, yeah, and it's straight punches. That stuff always get there quick. And I think another thing too, I mean the jab to the body that Kovalev used. I mean, Kovalev, like, when I listen to people talk about Kovalev, I think they forget that this dude was all boxing Andre Ward. Like, for real, in long stretches of that fight, he was all boxing him. You know what I'm saying? Keeping him at bay with the jab, getting out of range. Kovalev is excellent as getting his jab off, getting his work off, and getting out of range. But I think y'all gonna have some success towards the mid rounds. But I think Kovalev is gonna be smart and use his jab. You know what I'm saying? Kovalev got some big stuff coming up. If he win this fight, he got Canelo looming. So I'm pretty sure he's gonna play it safe and box his way to a unanimous decision. So that's what I see. But it's a good fight. It's interesting. It got the boxing community talking about it. You know what I'm saying? Which is good for the fight, for the boxing in general. So I'm ready for it. The undercard of that fight, you got a good fight, man. A real good fight. Uh, you got Junior Makabu. Uh, I think we all remember him when Tony Bellew stopped him for his world title. He's fighting, what's the name? Aliskeen Paspin, something like that. Cruiserweight. He's fighting a Russian guy. This is a good fight, man. Both guys got a high knockout ratio. I believe Makabu is 25-2 or 25-3 with like 24 knockouts. And Paspin he's 11-0 with 10 KOs. So these guys is banging. That's gonna show that on the undercard. You know what I'm saying, of this fight on ESPN Plus. That's a good fight, man. They got the WBC silver title on the line, so probably the winner can be mandatory or have an opportunity to face the World Boxing Super Series winner. But Makabu can bang, man. He can bang. His last fight against the Russian Hammer, Krajashev, he stopped him in 5 or 6 rounds. That was a good fight. That's an underrated fight for the year right there. I believe the second round, the guys both hurt each other, but Makabu got the knockdown. But he was hurt too. He staggered to the corner. You gotta go back and watch that fight. But that's a good little banging fight right there. Makabu versus Paspin. You know what I'm saying? I look forward to that too. It's a fight on this card, man. That's interesting, man. Given the fact that it's he got a tie to Deontay Wilder, again, Romanov, heavyweight. He stopped Deontay Wilder in the amateurs. It's on YouTube. You guys go check that out. He can fight, man. He's like a French contender. It's like his career is kind of slowed down a little bit. I don't know what's going on with his career, but he's on this card. So he's most noted for stopping Deontay Wilder. So I don't know what I'm saying. I've been checking him out. He's a good fighter. He can bang. I believe he got all knockout wins as a pro. By the way, Harlem Eubank is the next up and coming talent I have been impressed with recently. Still, and yeah, okay, yeah, I've seen him fight before. He's good. He's early development. He's trying to learn his craft. So yeah, man, that's a decent little card in Russia. So the times for that card, If you're on the East Coast, it's gonna start at 10:30. No, excuse me, 12:30 on the East Coast, 9:30 Pacific. And I believe in the UK is gonna. I think Yard. I think I read something that Yard and Yard gonna come to the ring. He's gonna make his ring walk around 7:30. So just check that out. One of the ones. I don't know exact the time. The exact time. I think it's BT Sport over there. All right. So the next card I want to talk about, man, is down in Mexico on the DAZN. Juan Francisco Estrada versus Dwayne Beamon. Philip Hercaville on that card, Lance Smith on that card, John O'Carroll, and a couple of other prospects. Juan Francisco Estrada, one of the best fighters in the world. Definitely one of the most technical fighters in the world. Very skilled, a la Juan Manuel Marquez, you know what I'm saying? A technician in the ring, 39-3, you know what I'm saying? Fought everybody in and around his weight class. Coming off a big victory over Ramos in the rematch, where he just outboxing for 9 straight rounds. And then Ramos, he started fighting like he was fighting righty the whole fight. Then he switched to fighting southpaw and started having success. I don't know what was going on with Ramos that fight, but can't take nothing away from Estrada. Put on a great performance, man. One of the best fighters that nobody really talk about. He's a good fighter, yo. Very good fighter. He's facing Dwayne Beamon. You know what I'm saying? He's 16-1 with 11 KOs. Kind of, unknown to a lot of boxing fans. What's up, Neutral Natural? What's good, man? He's out of North Carolina. Used to train in the Mayweather gym. Had a couple of fights down in Mexico, so he's familiar with the environment. Kind of a strong, muscular kid for the division. Very strong. I mean, to me, this fight is like a poor man's version of Juan Manuel Marquez versus Tim Bradley. When you see them guys in the ring, you're gonna see the physique of Beamon. You're gonna see the boxing technique of Estrada. So I think it's gonna be some give and take. I think Estrada, he's gonna have some issues with Beamon's athletic ability. He's very athletic, you know what I'm saying? He can punch a little bit. But I expect Estrada to figure him out and probably just box his way to a decision. He is fighting at home, so he's gonna have some home cooking. It'd be nice to see an upset, but you know how boxing is. You never know what's gonna happen. But Beamon, he does have a shot though. What's up, Trey X? What's going on with you? He does have a shot though, because he can punch. He athletic. We just see he's stepping up in competition though, because Estrada, I mean, I would say Estrada, I don't know if he's top 10 pound for pound, but I would give him about top 15. I mean, he's a good fighter, man. So we'll see, man. I'm looking forward to that fight. And 115 got some smoke. What's up, Boston Square? What's good, man? Yeah, everything is good, man. Hope everything's straight with you too. 115 got a lot of smoke. You know what I'm saying? You got some good champions. Oh man, you good, man. You good, Trey X. It's all good. 115 got some smoke. You got Cali 5 WBA champion. You got the IBF champion, German and Cajas. Any of those fights is a good fight. You know what I'm saying? If Charlie Edwards move up to 115, but I think he's gonna stay there at 112. That's a good fight. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what Chocolatito gonna do, Roman Gonzalez, so he's still in the mix. So, 115, still got some good fights in and around the division. Dani Nietes, another one of the underrated fighters in the world. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people don't sleep on him, but he's an old, savvy vet, very technical. What's his name? The Japanese fighter, Kita Ato. He just won the WBO championship. He beat Austin Pelete. So, I mean, it got some smoke. So, I guess if Estrada wins this fight against Dwayne Beamon, he can be in line for unification, which is always good in the sport of boxing. All right, next to the heavyweight fight, you got Philip Hercaville versus Mario Heredia. You know what I'm saying? This is a showcase fight for Hercaville. Hercaville is a big puncher coming off a first round knockout over the guy from I can't think of his name right now. The guy from Texas. He stopped him in one round with right hand. Same guy that fought Charles Martin, man. His name slipped my mind. But Hercaville, he's probably one of the best. He probably is the best heavyweight prospect right now. You know what I'm saying? He's more seasoned than a lot of them. he a bigger puncher, very technical. You know what I'm saying? He don't really get hit. He don't have a lot of flaws as the other prospect. He's very basic, upright fighter, big right hand. You know, a la Vladimir Klitschko. So I'm looking for him to take care of business, man. He has a high rank in the WBA, so we'll see what's next for him. I like to see him, you know what I'm saying, step it up after this. Maybe fight like a back half of the top 10 type of fighter. I don't know. Something like Gerald Washington would be a good fight for him. The guy from Dallas, yeah. Y'all know Greg Corbin. There you go. Boxing Square, Greg Corbin. So yeah, he stopped him in the first round. That was on the undercard of Devin Haney and Moran. You know what I'm saying? Big right hand. So yeah, man. I like Herkovic. Herkovic is real nice, man. He's very good. Herkovic might be taking the distance 7th round. I don't know, man. I think Herkovic gonna get this guy up out of there. Heredia, he's a vet. He's a what you call it? A journeyman. So he's there to you know what I'm saying, to be stopped. Herkovic is 47. I mean, excuse me, 74-15 as an amateur. He beat Ali. Yeah, he just fought Efe. Yep. That was a good fight too. I like to see that guy back in the ring. Yeah, I thought he performed well against Efe Java. But yeah. So also on the card you got Liam Smith, you know, stay busy fight, ex-world champion. Nothing too much to talk about. Jono Carroll is back in action. You got Chacon, Yarde Soft. He's trained by Joe Diaz. He's on the card. Alexis Espino and Diego Pacheco. You know, some little prospects there on that card. So, you know, so I like watching the prospects fights, man. Like I said, I like to see them from the ground up and how they progress in their career. So it's good to see them at this stage of their career. Now the next card is FS1. Got a couple fights of note. You got Brandon Figueroa. He's a WBA interim champion at 122 pounds. He's facing Javier Chacon. Steve Fulton. He's fighting Isaac. I can't pronounce the last name. Alibla. And then you have Derwin Price, super welterweight. He's fighting Aaron Herrera. He's kind of a journeyman now. But Brandon Figueroa, man, he's been looking good his last couple of fights, man. You know, fight just, you know, like his brother, but he's a little bit, you know what I'm saying, more solid, more technical, more defensive oriented than his brother, Omar. He's been stopping a lot of guys. He's in a good division too. You know what I'm saying? He's the interim champion. You know, so it's a lot of work there too with Dan Ramon about to defend his titles next month. And then Ray Vargas is coming off a good win over Kamita. Who is another? Oh, Navarrete. He just defended his WBO title last week. So it's a lot of stuff going on. I think this is kind of like a showcase for these guys. I think Brandon Figueroa and Stephen Fulton on undercard. I think that's the fight that everybody's looking for. You know what I'm saying? I think that's a nice little build-up fight. El Jefe was good, man. Or two more inactive. Let me see this. Okay, neutral natural, or two many inactive prospect in boxing. Yeah. It's not been staying active though. Figueroa gets smoked by all 50. You think so? 122 champions. Espino is the truth. I like Figueroa, man. Figueroa's sister be at the weigh-in. It might be the highlight of the weekend. Yeah, yo, she bad. Yes, sir. Yep. Navarrete is the king at 122. I think Ray Vargas is the best at 122. Navarrete wants to move to 126. How do you think he'll do? I think he'll do okay. He got awkward style. He's long. He's kind of rangy. I think he's tall enough for the division. I think his best attribute is he's unorthodox. You know what I'm saying? He throw punches from different angles, different combinations. I think he's dropped the dude with two uppercuts and an overhand right hand. You don't see a lot of people throwing that type of combination. But I like Navarrete. He good. He's one of the hottest fighters in boxing. He's on a 23-fight winning streak. Why couldn't number 2 WBA Figueroa and that dude that's fighting Roman Gonzalez? Yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know how they do their mandatory, man. The WBA, bro, I do not know. It's like sometimes the regular champion he fights the mandatory, and the super champion don't have to fight a mandatory for like 18 months or something. Man, I don't know, bro. That shit's confusing. They should just alleviate all them titles, man. You know what I'm saying? None of them shit should matter to me. But you know, I guess they gotta make their money some way, somehow. But I like the division. I like Brandon Figueroa though, man. I think he good, man. I think he's real solid, man. This is a hometown fight for him too. Rigo beat the brakes off Vargas. Now I think Vargas gonna beat Rigo. If they're saying Rigo that fought Seha on Charlo's undercard come to fight, because that's funny to me. I want to switch on that real quick. Rigo, now Rigo sitting in the pocket fighting. He'll box his way to a decision. He don't care if the crowd boo. And I heard him say now he want to sit down and fight in the pocket at 38 years old. Now how much sense does that make? I ain't buying that. His legs is gone, just like Laura. Them guys can't move like they want to. They gotta stay in the pocket and fight. You know what I'm saying? Because it don't make no sense. It's not a good business move. Now Red Tape was also 108-7 as an amateur. See what I'm saying? He can fight, man. He can fight. Rigo versus Vargas puts everybody to sleep. That's the mandatory too. Rigo is Vargas mandatory. Vargas is the most boring fighter in boxing. Yeah. I think I can name another one if I think about it. I remember Miguel Vasquez. Oh my God. When he was champion at 135, man, you talking about sleeping pill. Man. And I ain't talking about with no right hand on no hook. Let me see. The Figueroa square up too much to me. Yeah, man, they do. And they be switching stances back and forth. You know what I'm saying? That's why I want to see him and Steve Fulton fight. That's a good little fight right there. And Steve Fulton a good boxer. Figueroa gonna come forward. You know what I'm saying? Good little style clash. Rigo is a has-been. I probably missed it, but who you got? Kovalev versus Yarde. I got Kovalev by decision. I think Kovalev going box smart. He gonna keep his range. He gonna use his jab, upstairs, downstairs. He gonna throw the right hand occasionally. I think he gonna fight smart because he know he got that Canelo fight on the back and on the heels. You know what I'm saying? Looming. I think he's just gonna fight smart, get the decision, and you know what I'm saying, we're gonna be hearing about him and Canelo. No more Cuban and boxing. Oh man, come on! I like the Cubans. They all right. They good. Everybody good for sport. So you don't like Francis Bartholomew, Luis Ortiz? Who else they got? Aslan Lara. He about to fight Canelo's brother next week for another WBA title. It's crazy, yo. I'm trying to get me one. I agree. I like how Kovalev looking. Yeah, with Buddy McGirt. Yes, sir. See, Kovalev he's a smart fighter, man. Like he don't get the credit that he deserves, man. Because I think because of his off the ring antics, you know, people, a lot of people don't mess with him. His racial stuff, you know what I'm saying. But far as in that ring, he nice. Anybody that can outbox Andre Ward for a long period of time with some good stretches of a fight, I can rock with them. I'm just joking now. You cool? I know you cool. Oh yeah, it was, bro. Bartholomew versus East, man, that shit pissed me off too. It was for a WBA title. I'm glad nobody won. Nobody won that fight. I think don't be surprised if you see Bartholomew versus Darius Memphis Miller for one of them WBA titles. Don't be surprised. Yarde is going to stop Alvarez in 3 rounds. You mean Kovalev? Okay, I got you. And parry the jab, go to body. Yarde's athletic, hungry. Kovalev never fought nobody athletic. Pascal was athletic. Andre Ward athletic. My guy Cedric Agnew is athletic. Now you might say Cedric Agnew, who was this guy? But Yarde never fought a guy on Cedric Agnew's level. It was funny. Kovalev has a good. He's been Americanized. He's not the straight up and down. He bent down at the knees. He got good feints. Man, Kovalev is nice, man. I ain't like no Kovalev, the biggest fan of Kovalev, but like after watching his fights, his biggest fights, and what he did against Alvarez, coming back from a knock, when a lot of guys get knocked out and they try to fight the same guy, they end up losing again. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people don't want her to fight J Rock again. You know what I'm saying? Not a lot of fighters can come back and beat the guy that just beat them in the next fight. That's hard to do. And that means he got some type of mental fortitude and the warrior spirit as a boxer. So I give him props. Um, I didn't like how Ugas held against Figueroa, but it was effective. Yeah, he was just trying to make him tired and slow him down. Um, Figueroa looked horrible in that fight, man. You know what I'm saying? I ain't like how he looked. I ain't like how he looked in a couple of fights since he fought Guerrero. He stopped him. But Ugas, yeah, he was holding him way too much, smothering his work. Ward was never considered an elite athlete. That's true. I don't think Yarde is an elite athlete either, though. He's a good athlete, strong, young kid, but not elite. We're gonna see. That's the best thing about boxing, though. We're gonna see. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna see. I would love to see you talking about Dela Cruz okay. La Cruz who fight amateur turn pro. That'd be pretty okay. All right, La Cruz, okay. I think Kovalev does. I think he make it. I mean, he was pretty dominant. He was pretty dominant up until the Ward fight. He was dominant. A lot of people didn't want to mess with him. I don't know how many title defenses he has. I can't remember off top. But I think he get in there. I mean, if you think about the light heavyweights in the past 20 years, he might be the best. I mean, probably right behind Ward. You know, Ward only had what? How many fights? One, two. He only had 4 fights at light heavyweight. Kovalev, he was running the division for a minute. Unified. I think he Hall of Famer. Sure. Figueroa been looking like. Oh man. Yeah, man. Figueroa, man, he don't take his career seriously. But what he messed up at, man, he should have stayed at 140. But obviously he can't make the weight. I know, but Yarde don't fight like a right UK fighter. Yeah, he don't. He fight like this challenge for that hard. It was good. LDT. LDTB was good. Have you seen Ladolfo? Yes. Yeah, he nice. He undefeated like 11-0, 12-0, all knockouts, right? I like him, man. He's strong. He's a big star in Mexico. He's a big star. He can sell out. He be selling out his hometown. I think it's in Linares. Yeah, he can. Yeah, he nice. Okay, let me see. Yeah, it is, man. It's for hardcore, die hard. Yeah, it is. Kovalev is a great fighter. But I smell Chad Dawson versus Don Stevenson fight. No, Chad Dawson. I don't know. It could be. Hey, I can't. Hey, I don't know. I don't know. I think. Oh, yeah. Trey X. I think Kovalev gonna fight smart. I'm telling you. You go watch his last fight, yo. Everything was smart off the jab, distance. It wasn't nothing too crazy. He was feinting, getting through all the position. I like how Kovalev, even in his prime, he can make it seem like he's going to be the aggressor, but all he doing is jabbing to the head and jabbing to the body. He had B-Hop all over the place in the corner. Now, yeah, like I said, B-Hop was 49 years old, but B-Hop never was like that in a fight, like this completely dominated. Even Andre Ward, he didn't know what to do at first until he started getting inside and working the body as the fight goes on. But trying to get there, because all his punches are straight. He don't really throw a lot of hooks. He don't throw a lot of overhands unless he'll do like a bolo punch over right hand when he's comfortable. But everything is straight up and like jab, right hand, jab to the body, feign. You know what I'm saying? Getting this distance. Man, I don't know. Hey, if y'all can do, he 10-0 with 10 KOs. Okay, yeah, he's good, man. He fought on the Landolfo. He's the first dude I ever seen, the first fighter that ever had a swing fight during a pay-per-view. If y'all guys remember the Spence Mikey pay-per-view, when everybody was getting stopped early, Jillian Love got stopped early, Areola stopped the guy early, Neri stopped the guy, and they had a swing bout. I thought this was ESPN Friday Night Fights. He was a swing bout on that joint. I ain't never seen that on pay-per-view. That was crazy. Let me see. I think Kovalev has more of a mean streak. Yeah, he does. He has a mean streak. Um, he has a real mean streak too. I think it was more so Alvarez thought. Yeah. He was trying to go for the knockout instead of just having a game plan. It seemed like they wanted to get Kovalev tired and then pick up the pace. But by that time, he was up 6 rounds and he was boxing. You get a good fighter in their rhythm, and you let them do their thing for 6 rounds, 7 rounds. Then you try to step it up. It's hard to take them out their rhythm because then you're gonna have to take chances. And Kovalev's still a big puncher. You know what I'm saying? So if Yarde falls behind, that might be a detriment to him because he's gonna have to take more chances. You know what I'm saying? And we haven't seen Yarde get hurt. We haven't seen him take a punch. Like he took right hands from guys at like D level. You know what I'm saying? Getting hit with right hands, and he pot shotting and shooting with the right hand or left to the body, whatever, stopping guys. But what's gonna happen when Kovalev start touching him? And he gonna touch him. You know what I'm saying? People say, "Oh man, he ain't gonna touch him." This dude was touching Andre Ward up. He dropped Ward. Like, yeah, that was years ago, but he ain't too far from that. You know what I'm saying? He has slipped, but Kovalev ain't too far from that. You see what he did in his last fight. That's just me. I don't know. Maybe I see something different. Um, keep an eye on Dominican Bull. Yeah, he had a good knockout win. And the other guy, that's the guy, the Edgar. He walked out to Fat Joe walked him out. He had a first round knockout. I think he like 13-0, all first round knockouts. Yeah, he a bad boy. I seen him. I be on them prospects, man. I be watching. I like watching the cards when it's like 3 people in the stands. It be Bob Arum and like 2 other people. I'll be watching the jump because those gonna be the up and coming guys. You know what I'm saying? Later on, Kovalev should box, not brawl, and it would be an easy fight if Kovalev brawls. See, Kovalev really don't never brawl though. If you watch his fights, he pick his guys. He break his guys down. The fight that I was watching the most, like I watched both Ward fights, B Hop, Cedric Agnew. But the fight that reminded me that I think this fight gonna be more like is the first Pascal fight, because all he did was just jab to the body, jab to the head, and he got out of range when Pascal was trying to do his little rushes. Same thing I think Yarde gonna do. He gonna explode and try to land some counters, and Kovalev was getting out of the way with that. And Kovalev he broke down Pascal. Now I don't know if he's gonna stop Yarde. I don't think he's gonna take that type of chance. But I do think he gonna all box Yarde. That's just my opinion. I could be wrong. Kovalev uses left hook more against Alvarez. Yeah, he did. He did. If Kovalev throw more hooks and yep, I'm with that. Neutral natural. I'm with that too. Elvis said he nice. He nice. Man, these dudes strong as hell. These young boys, man. Um, I'm with you on Kovalev Yarde all the way. Appreciate that. Yeah, he came out with Fat Joe, Edgar Berlanga. Yeah, he tough. What's good, Jalik? Y'all going to KO Kovalev between 4 and 7. Y'all gonna be the next big UK star right behind AJ. That's funny you say that, man, because everybody out here they say UK don't got no talent. Now all of a sudden, Yarde is the next big thing. But I think that's more so because people don't like Kovalev. They want to see Kovalev lose. But just a week ago, I'm hearing people say UK got all bums over there. There ain't no good fighters over there. And I'm the only one saying, nah, they got some good fighters. I'm raising my hand. They got good fighters. And they don't want to hear me. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if he's gonna be able to overcome the boxing of Kovalev. You know what I'm saying? Um, because he has to be careful if he's gonna walk down Kovalev. If he walking down Kovalev and try to stop him and beat up the old man, then he gonna catch more work coming from Kovalev. We don't know how Yarde's chin look. At least I seen Kovalev get hurt, and you know what I'm saying, he got stopped twice, but he got up, and in the rematch he came back and beat the guy easy. With Ward was just in his head, and that's an all-time great. So I don't know. We'll see, man. Because y'all Philly defense is my man said it was an eggshell defense. Man, I think Yard to win, but YC Taylor, Kaler are good UK fighters. I like Charlie Edwards too. He got a big fight coming up next week. I like him too. Charlie Edwards can fight. I like Billy Joe. Like real talk, if you look at it, sure, Billy Joe, he might be the best. I mean, maybe Tyson Fury, but Billy Joe is. I'm telling you, aside from all that PED and the antics, watch him fight, man. That dude is nice. He don't really lose no rounds, and that's some shit that you have to take into account. When a guy don't lose no rounds, what's up, old shit? What's good, man? Salute, bro. Josh Warrington is nothing to sleep on. Yeah, Josh Warrington's good. You know what I'm saying? But I'm saying that's like the consensus because what it is you got a lot of people they'll talk about like a country being trash or whatnot, but they don't do their research. You know what I'm saying? I do my research. I want to go watch it. So if you tell me UK don't got no good fighters, what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna go watch. I'm gonna look who the best fighters in the UK. And I'm gonna go watch them fight, and I'm gonna make a determination for my own. I'm not gonna let nobody tell me that UK got trash fighters because UK got a good shit. Look at it like this. I like Trey X. Trey X, he take into account to the amateur. He big on the amateur. Me too. I like the amateur shit. Look how many medals and look how many gold medals and medal who medaled the most in the last couple of years. All we got, 2012, Carissa Shields and Marlon Esparza. Then look who they had medal. You know what I'm saying? Luke Campbell, AJ, a bunch of other guys getting silver medals and stuff. Joe Joyce getting silver. You know what I'm saying? Now look what our guys doing. Shakur got silver. Who else? Who else got a medal in 2016 besides Shakur and Carissa? You know what I'm saying? So they got a good amateur program. It tells you that they have a good amateur program. So when they say, "Oh man, they got some trash fighters," I don't know. I beg to differ. Do you think Luke Campbell has? Yeah, Luke Campbell has a good shot early, but I think he's gonna get figured out. Once Lomachenko figure him out, I think he's gonna all box him. I don't think he's gonna stop Luke Campbell. I think Luke Campbell can have success with his length and jab. I like him. He's similar to Josh Taylor, but he's not a killer like Josh Taylor. Josh Taylor a killer. Campbell would rather just box you and use his length, and he has some decent punches. He's a good counter puncher. But I think Lomachenko gonna figure that stuff out. He's just gonna outbox him. The same typical fight. It might be something like, cause see, this is another thing too. I think Lomachenko is hitting his stride again. Cause he got hurt. He got hurt in the Linares fight. You know what I'm saying? Came back off injury. And then we see him fight Pedraza, he kind of looked, rusty a little bit. I think that was more so he was trying to work his way back with the injury. But I thought he dominated. I thought he won 8 rounds, 9 rounds, whatever. He stopped him. I mean, not stopped him, but he dropped him late. So Lomachenko, I think he's kind of getting healthy now. You see how he stopped this guy Corolla. Like he ain't been stopping guys like that as of late. He just been boxing. Now I know Corolla, he's not like the best, but he's a decent fight. He ain't never been beat up like that. So I don't know, man. It's an interesting fight though. Who's going to be the next glass jaw hype job in the future? I don't know. I don't know. We'll see, man. We'll see. It's a lot of good young prospects, man, that I'm looking forward to. Oh, a lot of them, man. Oh, probably the best fighter that's fighting this weekend. Nobody talk about is Kosei Tanaka, the WBO champion at 112. This dude is a monster, yo. Like he's very technical. He's not a big puncher like anyway, but he's like technically like oh my god, he's nice, yo. And he defended his title against a Puerto Rican fighter, Jonathan Gonzalez, this weekend. He's a good fighter, man. I'm telling you. I've been watching some stuff on him too. And I think the smaller weight classes they don't get the love like they're supposed to. You know what I'm saying? Because I look at like these guys have the same skills as a welterweight that a lot of people like. Oh yeah, Ennis, yeah, he's fighting this weekend. It's Tanaka is a beast. Ennis fighting a guy that DAZN Zatishin beat for the WBC title at 135. This is the same DAZN that Mikey stopped that stretched out when they fought in Vegas. Ennis is fighting this guy at 154. Like, if he don't stop this dude in one round, yo, it's crazy. I think Lomachenko does better with orthodox fighters. Gary Russell dropped him unofficially, and the only guy who beat him in amateurs was a southpaw. Pedraza did well when he switched southpaw. Yeah, that's true. That is a good point. That is a good point. I think he's gonna have trouble with Luke Campbell's range at first. But I mean, he pretty much a seasoned fighter. I think he should be able to, if you're the pound for pound, whatever people is praising you, like you should be able to overcome that. You know what I'm saying? And I seen Bud overcome that when he fight taller guys. You know what I'm saying? People don't give him the props that they give Lomachenko. So if he's a pound for pound number one, he should be able to adjust to that and be able to all box Luke Campbell. But that's a good fight. I like that card too. I gotta look at it again, but they got some decent fights on the other card. If I remember right. Yeah, look at it. Oh yeah, Huey Fury versus Quebec. Charlie Evans fighting next week. But Waxy, he should run through dude. Cordina, whatever. But I like the Fury versus Quebec fight. I'm interested in that fight. What's up, Mark Wonderlick? What's good, man? Ennis looks like the most promising prospect. Yeah, man. Before his his layoff, I like Ennis, man. You know what I'm saying? I just hate that his momentum got slowed down for whatever reason, promotional, whatever's going on. But I think he need to get back on the horse, man, because it's a lot of these prospects that was basically kind of like along the same lines as him. They getting title shots right now. You know what I'm saying? Or they in contention to get title shots. I don't know what Teofimo gonna do. He was already ordered. I think September the 5th or 6th. If they don't get the deal, it's gonna go to purse bid. So that's one guy. Shakur, he got a world title fight coming up. You know what I'm saying? So Devin Haney, he fight next month. So he about to get his world title if he win. Leonard everybody knows what's good, man. Let me see. I want to see Lomachenko and Crawford at 140. Man, I don't think Crawford come back to 140, but that'd be a good fight. Ennis was only 52-3 as an amateur. That worries me a little bit. Yeah, I can see that. I think right now he's winning a lot of his fights off natural, like athleticism. You know what I'm saying? That's why I say, yo, I hear a lot of people say, yeah, he gonna get Bud and Spence to run for their money. I mean, like to me, I think he has to take the natural progression. You know what I'm saying? Fight a former world title challenger, fight a fringe contender, somebody on the back half of the top 10, 15. You know what I'm saying? Stuff like that. Before you're gonna put him in this category, these guys elite. They're gonna expose him. So what he can get away with his athletic ability with these guys he fighting, looking away, doing a no hook, left hook, and doing all types of antics in the ring. He ain't gonna be able to do that shit against the top level guys. He won't be able to do that against Ugas. You know what I'm saying? So I think he got a long way to go, but it's not nothing crazy. I like Boost though. Boost fights on Shields undercard after he does. Okay, that's what's up, man. That's a good exposure for him. I hope he fight somebody that, recognizable. Loma will look fat at 140. Loma ain't going up to 140. I think Lomachenko will go down to 130 before he go up to 140. If I had to guess. But yeah, man, these fights, it's crazy. There's so many fights this weekend. Like I had a live yesterday. I was talking about they got a fight next tomorrow on the Facebook Live on Golden Boy. Then you got the Showbox card on Friday. I'm saying Showbox always have 50-50 fights, yo. Always have 50-50 fights. And I like that, man, because I think you gotta always have some guys, some lower level opponents on your resume, but it comes a time where you have to step up. I think if you're fighting on TV, like national TV in that spot, what I'm saying, you should be fighting a guy like how Showbox match you up. You know what I'm saying? It'd be some good fights, man. It haven't really been no domination type fights on Showbox this year I've seen, except for the 6'7" guy, Fundora, something like that, Sebastian Fundora. But everybody else been in 50-50 fights, which is good for a young fighter's career because you want to have some stiff competition before you start reaching that level and stepping up in competition. Why don't a lot of us fighters jab, counterpunch, hold, feint, and headhunt in the Olympics? That's how the Cubans, European win their gold. I don't know, man. I think for one thing, the amateurs that I see, they don't give credit for body shots. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you might get an upset on show, but yeah, like last time, the guy who fighting on Showbox tomorrow, where he had an upset over Ellis. Ellis is in contention to fight Kid Chocolate Peter Quillen to replace Caleb Truax next week. He's in talks to get that fight. It's not official yet, but he might get that fight. But yeah, Neutral Natural. I think a lot of American fighters, I think they taught to go to the body, and they don't get credit for that. And sometimes their style, like they fit, like that, like they have a pro style. You know what I'm saying? It don't fit the amateur because you can just tap, tap, tap and win a fight. Next thing you up 18-9, and all you doing is tap, tap, tap. You know what I'm saying? It ain't really no power. They're not punching through or whatever. You got to headhunt and win the gold at the Olympics. Yeah, man. You gotta. I don't know, man. The Olympics is kind of tricky. Samuel Shaw was good, man. Salute, yo. Salute, bro. Yeah, man. It's crazy how they be scoring, man. But I like if these guys got at least over 100 fights and they fought a lot of good fighters. You know what I'm saying? Or they actually winning tournaments, not just like 1, 2, or here and there, but winning the big one. Like I remember the Ohio State Fair used to be a big tournament. You know what I'm saying? A lot of guys used to win those amateur fighters. Cubans with the headbutts. They did something. What y'all think about Triple G versus Derenchenko? Those other countries also saying, yeah, that's true too. That's true. And I appreciate that, man. Hey, thanks, man. Then the LB's nose. I trip out every time I see. Oh man. That dude, yo, you know what though? Leonard Ellerby, that dude never answer a straight question, bro. He be making me mad in his interviews. They be like, yo, so y'all try to make the Tank and Lomachenko fight? We gonna make that fight when it's time to make the fight. We know what we're doing. I think I know a thing or two about making a star. I'm like, come on, man. That's the question. This dude got run around in circles. But yeah, Triple G versus Derenchenko, bro. I like that fight, man. I like it. I don't understand why. Oh yeah, Keyshawn Davis came. Yeah, man. He's gonna be that's the example. He's gonna be a good ass pro. Like he's a good amateur, you know what I'm saying? Give him credit, but he be coming up short on some fights because he got more of a pro style. I think he gonna be nice as hell as a pro. I'm thinking Derenchenko, bro. Triple G in the press man. Yeah, Triple G. Yeah, he's in decline. Derenchenko can win that fight. You know what I'm saying? He just had to be a little bit more active than Triple G. Derenchenko, his last fight, man, I wasn't impressed with Derenchenko last fight. He fought Jack Cokley, something like that. That fight was uneventful, man, and that was for the IBF mandatory. But I think this fight right here, I think they got their styles gonna match up. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if what's name gonna sit in the pocket and fight. You know what I'm saying? Triple G. I don't know if he gonna box him. I don't know. Derenchenko's nickname is a technician, so let's see if he's gonna box or whatever. The guy that beat Keyshawn was 27. Yeah, see, that's what I'm saying. I agree with you on that, Trey. Derenchenko just need to make the fight. He gonna lose then. He gonna lose. He try to make it boring and run around the ring, but I don't think so. Derenchenko, he like to fight, and the Cruz is like, he a real problem with Keyshawn. They bump shoulders with him. Oh man, that's what's up though. That's good rivalry. Remember, I was the one that put. Yeah, you did. Yeah, you did. All the VA. I remember. Yep, all the VA. Because I seen him on Carissa Shields' stories. I thought that was her little brother, but I didn't know that was him. And then when you pointed me to that, and I appreciate that too, bro. I was like, oh, I remember him because he used to be with Carissa Shields. He used to hang out with her or be around her at a certain point in time. So that's how I remember his face. But yeah, Troy Isley, yeah, them guys, they gonna be good. They gonna be good pros, yo. And they're around Shakur, so they getting that experience. They're just passing it down. You know what I'm saying? Shakur, he a young pro. He getting this stuff from Andre Ward. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna pass down. Yeah, they from my state. Yeah, the show is. Yep. um, yeah, man. It's a lot of fights, man. This popping, man. I can't wait. September 14th. It's gonna be a live day too. Uh, not like the most outstanding fights like Tyson Fury fighting all of Wilder. I mean, that ain't nothing that I'm like overly excited for. But man, they should. All I want them to do is not stay lineal champion 100 and sometimes no more. Just say it once, get out the way, get out the system, and that's it. Because for real, because if Otto Wallen somehow stop Tyson Fury, they're gonna stop talking about lineal championship. They ain't gonna say nothing about it. It's gonna just get forgotten. So come on, yo, nobody want to talk about that. Just talk about the fight and break down the fight. That's me. Like they say lineal champion so much, like, oh my god, like that was in the memo. You gotta say lineal champion. Every other word, say lineal champion, man. Stop. You know what I'm saying? But that day and that weekend gonna be crazy because I'm hyped about the Devin Haney card. You know what I'm saying? Devin Haney versus Aldalev. Uh Amanda Serrano versus Heather Hardy. That's gonna be a bomb ass women's fight, yo. Bomb ass fight. Um Michael Hunter, he's fighting Sergey Kuzma. Dan Ramon versus the Russian kid, the 6-0 with 5 knockouts. They got I think he a gold or silver medalist. One of them. He got a deep background too. So it's crazy. Yeah, they ain't talking about votes. Yeah, exactly. And he and he really, you know what I'm saying, his lineal status is more legit than Tyson Fury's because a lot of people don't remember how Vladimir Klitschko got his lineal status. He beat the number 3 guy. The number 2 guy was his brother. So they won't go fight, of course. So he fight the number 3 guy, Ruslan Shagayev. So they made that lineal. Now, Volchik, he got his from the right way. He stopped Stevenson. Stevenson stopped Chad Dawson. Chad Dawson beat B Hop, so on and so forth. You know what I'm saying? B Hop beat Tarver. Tarver beat Roy. So that, you know what I'm saying? It's more legit. And then Fury was on the ring for 2 years, and you know what I'm saying? I don't know. But yeah, they gonna hype that up. They probably hype it up like the week of the fight. Appreciate. Okay, Klitschko was never linear, but hey, that linear stuff, he got beat by Pascal, but he beat Pascal. Yeah, he did lose it. He lost to the Pat. No, hold on. Somebody beat. No. You right. So B-Hop beat Tara first, and then Chad beat B-Hop. Then Pascal beat Chad, and then B-Hop beat Pat. Yeah, okay, I'm with you. Yeah, you're right. Good stuff, bro. I know it's something like that, but still, it still has a better lineage than I'm gonna fight 1 versus 3 because after Lance Lewis retired 2003, that's a long gap. They didn't feel that lineal status at heavyweight until 2009. So the lineal championship, that shit was broken for 6 years. But light heavyweight, it hasn't been broken. You know what I'm saying? My man Don Stevenson had it for 5 years. I mean, hey, say what you want, but he had it for 5 years. But yeah, man. Let me see. Corey Sanders from Titans should have been. Yeah, you got a point. Yeah, you got a point. I don't know if y'all remember this, man. I don't know if y'all go back this far, but in 2004, Roy Jones. Oh man, I don't like to talk about this shit. But when Tarver stopped Roy Jones, 2004, like the next month in June, Mike Tyson fought Danny Williams, and the talk was that if Mike Tyson beat Danny Williams, he was gonna fight Antonio Tarver at heavyweight in November. But Tyson got stopped by Danny Williams. That was the talk. Cause I remember Tarver came on ESPN Friday Night Fights, and Teddy Atlas told him he was too small to his face. And Tarver was like, "Nah, I'm gonna be able to outbox him." He's like, "Nah, you too small to fight Mike Tyson." So I was always curious, man, if that fight would have happened. You know what I'm saying? At that time, I don't know. I think Tyson would beat him, even though I wanted Tyson to beat him because I was mad as hell at Tarver. I ain't started liking Tarver, man, until he retired. I ain't gonna lie. Why didn't Mike Tyson rematch? Because he was done. He was done. Danny Williams came in there. He got hurt in the first. This fight was in Louisville, in Kentucky. Mike Tyson was hurting him with the uppercuts. He withstand that shit, and he stopped Mike Tyson in the fourth round. Tyson could have got up, but he just sat there underneath the ropes and got counted out. Tyson was done. He was done. He wanted people to believe that he was good, but he was done. I don't care about me either, man. There's a newspaper in the UK that sponsored the souls of Danny Williams. Everyone expected him. What? Damn, that's crazy. Danny Williams, so he parlayed that win over Mike Tyson against Vitaly Klitschko and got his ass beat up. Williams was a hero for about 24 hours. We was in the South. Nobody like Tom. Yeah, man. I ain't like that dude, yo. I ain't like him. But like that's what I'm saying, man. When people say he a Hall of Famer, I have to beg to differ. I have to beg to differ with that. They say because I always say you have one legendary night. That don't make you a Hall of Famer. That don't make you no legend. Yeah, he stopped Roy. He went, you know what I'm saying? If this was this time now, he would have went viral. Talking about what's your excuse now, Roy? He stopped him, got you. But what he do after that? He lost his next fight. it was a point in time where over the next 10 fights, Roy had a better. Now this was after he fought Tarver the third time. After he fought Tarver the third time, Roy had a better record. You know, an old diminished Roy had a better record than Tarver did. But like after he started losing all the fights and getting knocked out all the time. But because Tarver lost to Chad Dawson, he lost to Glenn Johnson, you know what I'm saying? B-Hop beat him, you know what I'm saying? What does he do? He got one Hall of Fame win. You know what I'm saying? Come on. That's it. Yeah, he beat Clint Woods. But if you gonna put Tarver in the Hall of Fame, we gotta go ahead and put Chad Dawson in there too. Come on with it now. He beat Thomas Adamant. He beat Glenn Johnson. He beat Tarver twice. He beat B-Hop. I mean, come on now. But yeah, it's crazy, man. Dude, Tarver, yo. But yeah, man, I want to thank everybody for rocking with me today, man, on this live stream, man. I'm about to close it down. Oh yeah, I give Tarver. Yeah, he did beat Harden. That was a good one. Yeah. But yeah, I thank you guys, man. Make sure you guys continue to support boxing, man. All these fights coming on. Make sure you guys, if you into it like that, just make sure y'all keep studying, man. It's a lot of stuff. Continue to learn about the sport. You know what I'm saying? Look at these fighters. Get your picks going, whatever. Get your you know what I'm saying, your predictions, break it down, the fights, all that good stuff, man. Just only thing you do is make boxing grow. If you got a channel, man, shoot, let me know. I'll go sub to you right now. Even if you don't got a channel, I'll sub to you. Just whatever y'all do, yo, just make sure y'all support boxing. That's what it's about. That's what the channel is about. So I appreciate you guys rocking with me, man. And I'll be back with another one.